all regulators will state as a matter of fact, and because it's appropriate, that of course we have to make sure they fit into a regulatory environment and a framework so they're used for good and not by malefactors. So Bitcoin is a crypto asset, it's not a cryptocurrency. Currency is defined in the law as something you can exchange as a medium of exchange or in a transaction without incurring a tax obligation. So Bitcoin hasn't been a currency by law in the United States since 2014 when the IRS determined it to be property. And that's well understood by the regulators. And I think that if you look at comments, public commentary by Jerome Powell, by Christina Lagarde, by the deputy governor of the China Central Bank, by Gary Gensler, they've all commented that this is a digital asset. It's not a digital currency. And if you read the 140 pages of testimony by Janet Yellen, you'll see she's a very progressive, informed regulator that understands that crypto assets or digital assets like Bitcoin are a cornerstone for a 21st century economy and a force of good and can be used as a force of good. And all of these conversations are oftentimes just cherry-picked comments. Neither the head of the EU Central Bank, nor the head of the US Central Bank, nor the head of the Chinese Central Bank has actually suggested that people should be banned from owning the asset. It's very, very important to understand that the future of the world is 8 billion people with mobile wallets with a currency layer and an asset layer. And the currency is going to be the dollar and the euro or the Chinese yuan. And the asset layer is going to be Bitcoin and then whatever other assets you chose to hold in them. And the government's provenance, or the government will of course demand control of the currencies. And where you have strong governments like the EU and China and the US, they will have a strong currency and those currencies will be successful. And where you have weak governments like in Venezuela or Zimbabwe, you will see the currencies collapse. They will lose their currency privileges. The citizens in those countries will download stable coins that will either be the US dollar or the Chinese renminbi. And the underlying asset framework or asset protocol and network that we use to synchronize all of those wallets is going to be Bitcoin.